welcome to part 10 of the USS Voyager build-up. I made some progress that I wanted to share with you. Been working on the lighting for the upper saucer section. Managed to get the anti-collision lights in there and there. We've also got the floodlight in, which you've seen before, and we've also got the starboard side green SMD in place, and the port side red SMD in place as well. Now, wiring isn't one of my strongest suits, as we all know. It is getting a little bit better, but it's still a bit messy. But hey ho, that gets the job done, you know. So I haven't got any complaints. I just need to move a couple of the wires about, just to get them out the windows. I don't really fancy having those seen through some of those windows. But it's not looking too bad at the moment. I'll just get the machine switched on so we can have a look at the lights. And as you can see there, we've got the anti-collision lights that are lighting up. We've got the floodlight there. We've also got the the port side SMD. We've also got the starboard SMD there for the nav lights. If I just turn the lights off, hopefully you'll be able to get a better view of those. It's not shaping up too badly. So there you go, that's what that's starting to look like now. So all I've really got to do now is just finish off getting the wires squared away on the inside. And then once that's done, I need to remove all of the tape from the windows as well on the inside. And then once I've got that bit done, I'll then be able to mount the top half of the saucer section to the bottom half. And what I'm going to do before I attach that assembly to the engineering hull is I'm just going to go around all of the seams on the bottom of the ship and get those seams filled in as best as I possibly can. And once they're as good as they can get done, I can then attach this to the main hull and then sort out the rest of the seams that will be there. And then once that's done, I can then start the priming process, or to tell me what seams need to be worked on some more. So as soon as I've got some more progress made to this, I will come back to you. Just doing some test fitting on the saucer section of the ship, just to see if everything's okay and in line, which it appears to be. There is going to be some seam work that needs to be done, obviously, on the bottom of the ship. But we've got all of the wires connected now, and they're all hooked up to the main power, including the anti-collision lights, which won't be flashing, but you know, I just want to test absolutely everything before I commit myself to buttoning this model up. So what I'll do is I'll get the power switched on so we can take a quick look at the lighting on this, and we'll get the lights turned off. And then hopefully that gives us a good idea of what it's going to look like. Obviously we're still in the middle of the day at the moment, but you can see there how that's starting to shape up. Just got to be a bit careful because everything's still a little bit loose, and I just need to be careful with the wires. But you can see there that that's given us quite a nice sort of range of lighting on the ship, and you can see there we've got the starboard side nav, and then you can also see the glow there from the underside one there. We've got a little bit of a light leak coming through these parts here, but by the time the sensor bands are in place and that's all been painted, we shouldn't get any light leaks coming through from there at all. One of the other things that I have noticed, now we've got some light coming through on this, is that we do have some light leaks around some of the photo etch parts. I'm not sure whether you're going to be able to see. Let me just bring the camera down a bit. Let's see if we can just zoom in. Sorry, I just might need to reposition the camera there. There you go, that's one of the airlocks there. And as you can see, there is a little bit of a light leak there. That should be okay though, because we do have super glue on the other side that's been pushed through to the outside there, and then just gently sanded down. So by the time we've actually got the paint on there, that should be okay. And then if we just zoom out a bit, there you go. And then obviously we've got a huge stonking great big light leak there, but that is for the thrusters. I'm not going to light these up on this model. It's something that has been bounding about in my mind, and I've just decided not to do it. I just really, to be quite honest, wouldn't want the thrusters on permanently. So if we just zoom out, and then what I'll do is I'll see if we can get a bit of a shot from the top angle for you, and then hopefully, there we go, we're starting to see what she's looking like now from the top. And that's as far as my tripod will extend without mucking about with the legs. But it's not looking too bad. You can definitely see the various glows coming through from the windows down around these sides here. I mean, obviously we do have the tape still attached to these windows, but they're not too bad. I'm quite happy with the way that's going. We've got some really good coverage with the lighting around the ends here as well, which is fantastic. That's the way that we wanted it. And we've also got some really good coverage around the front end as well with the windows, which is looking good. So I'll leave it there. I'm just going to let it run for a while longer, and then as soon as I'm happy with that, I will button it up, and when I've done that, I will come back to you. Managed to get the upper and lower half of the saucer together now, so it's starting to look pretty good. There is a few seam lines that need to be filled up. You can see just there's a bit of a gap that needs to be filled, and there's a few gaps all around it. One of the biggest things that I have found with this kit, actually, since I've put it together, is that we do have in some places a little bit of a step around the edge. I mean, you can see hopefully there, if I can get the wires out of the way, attacking the camera again, we've had quite a bit of a step there actually, so I've had to go in with a file and sand that down, and I'm still in the process of doing that. I think, to be quite honest, that's going to take a bit of time to get rid of. I mean, you can see there's just like a huge seam on it. We've got some glue seepage as well, which doesn't help, but I mean, with the glue, I just wanted to put that on and make sure that the damn thing weren't going to go anywhere. So once I've got that tidied up and I've got that seam filled in, I will come back to you and show you what that looks like, and then hopefully after that we can get the two parts put together, and then we'll have a whole ship, which would be great. So I will be back as soon as I've got the work done to that. Got the seam sorted out now on this all the way around the ship. You can see there that there are a few areas that still need to be filled in, but all of the panels there are absolutely level. I've also added the thrusters as well on both sides, so I just need to let them dry. And as you can see, even with the thrusters, there's some pretty healthy gaps around them that will need to be sorted out, and I think what I'm going to need to do is just let those dry in first, and then just give them a gentle sanding down, because I can actually feel sort of like a high lip on those. So I think I might just need to wait for those to dry, and then once they're fully dried, I can then just sand those bits down again, and then I'll be able to put some putty in there, and then we'll be one step closer to getting this thing buttoned up. So as soon as I got that sorted out, I will come back to you. We have some success. The ship is now in one piece. It's been a bit of a long time coming to get it to this point, so we definitely know that we're making some progress now. there officially are no parts left over. So that's always good news. The saucer section is still drying at the moment. That's why we've got all of this tape all over the place, just to help keep that in situ whilst we're waiting for the glue to dry properly. But she's not looking too bad. I'll get the lights turned on for you so you can see what she looks like. So that's what she's looking like lit up. I'm definitely liking the way that this is going. Not sure whether we're going to be able to see the underside of the ship at all from this angle. There is an anti-collision light underneath around there, but I don't think you're going to be able to see that in this light level at the moment. I will get the lights turned off in a minute so you can see what she looks like in the dark. I've also temporarily put the navigation dish into place as well, so you can see what that looks like. And that does cast a nice steady blue glow as well on the underside of the ship, which is absolutely fantastic. I didn't actually realise that it would do that, to be quite honest, but yeah, it's there and it does actually look quite nice. So that's one of those nice little happy accidents. So if we just pull right in, you can see the detail actually on that deflector dish there. So I'm quite happy with the way that that's actually turned out. That was it was a good few hours of laborious masking to actually get that in. So if we just bring it back up again a bit, you can see one of the anti-collision lights there actually beeping away. And then if we come up to the top, you'll be able to see the other anti-collision light beeping away there as well. We just need to put some glue in these just to help them shine up a lot brighter than they are. But you can see through the glare of the light at the back there, we've got the other anti-collision light. And that one is also fairly bright as well. So that's the front view. If we turn her around, so we can get a look at the side view there, and that's what she's looking like on side view. And we've also got just there the nav light that needs glue in it as well. And then that's the back end of the ship, and then you can see we've got another anti-collision light in there, and we've got the impulse grills, oh sorry, the impulse exhaust. And then if we go down and then go back up a little bit, you should hopefully be able to see the anti-collision light on the underside. Now you can actually now see that one come into play as well. I'll get the lights turned out so we can take a look at the lights in the dark. Just got to be careful the way I move at the moment. So that's, oops, sorry, I just knocked the camera. So that's what she's starting to look like at the back end. That's just the windows just there, and then we've got the anti-collision lights there. And then if we can just take it down a little bit more, I'm not sure whether we can actually take the camera down any further. That's as far as it go down. But it's starting to look quite good. So I'm quite happy with the way that this is turning out. Let me just turn the model around to the side so we can get a side shot. I'll move the camera back up as well a bit. Sorry about this. There you go. We have obviously got some light leaks coming in through these pots here, but once it's actually sprayed, we've got the parts in there, you won't be able to see anything through those. And you can see quite clearly there the other navigation light. There you go, and there's the back to the front end again. And then if we just try and take the camera up a little bit more, hopefully we'll be able to see a fairly good shot of the model from the top side. So there you go, that's what she's looking like at the moment. So I'm quite happy with the amount of progress that we've made on this. It's come along quite nicely now. So the next thing for me to do really is just go around doing all the light blocking on the underside. Now we've got the saucer section on. Once that's been done, it'll be a case of then just masking off all of the bizarre scoops and the chiller grills, and also putting some Elmer's glue in the lights, the nav lights and the anti-collision lights, just to help protect them. And then it'll be a case of going on to the first layer primer. So as soon as I've got that, I'll put my teeth back in again. As soon as I've got to that stage and we've got the primer down, I will come back to you. Got all the putty work done now around all of the seams. You can see there we've got some nice big seams that we've had to fill in around this front and the sides of the dorsal spine there, and they also go all the way sort of underneath the bridge section where the engineering section and the saucer section meet up, and again it's all down there as well. And then we've also got, it's a bit difficult trying to do this actually, the model's grown so big now, it's unbelievable. We've also got around the top at the front there as well done. So that's all of the putty work done. That's all been sanded down. I just need to let that dry now. Once that's dried, I just need to give the model a good clean down, and just make sure that everything's buttoned up properly, and then I'll be able to go in and put the first layer primer on it. It's just a case of masking off a few areas before I do that. So I think I'm going to call it quits on this video. It is getting a bit long, so I will catch up with you, I do believe, in part 11, where hopefully we shall start painting this wee beastie. So until then, thanks for watching, and please do take care.